I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to do that.
That might have been yeah, I don't think he's that type of person, especially not right now. What?
Wow. What? Word? Dude, seriously? That's kind of.
My tag's Shadow PR, sponsored by Go, and I main Bayonetta. Well, I started out in Melee and Practem. I used to watch a lot of streams, Melee and Practem on BG Bootcamp. And then one day I really want to compete. I will play a lot with my friends, but they weren't really that good. So I really wanted to compete, so I would search for a Puerto Rican community on Facebook. I found it, I went to my first tournament, and after that, I just started going to more and more. In Puerto Rico, I didn't play as much as Smash 4 as I did Melee and Practem. But the small tournaments that I would go to, I would do pretty well with Robin. And for Melee, I would do pretty well too. Well, the mind's still the same. I still want to win. I still want to have fun with the game. If I don't have fun with the game, why would I play it, right? So I just really like the game, and I find it really fun. I find Bayonetta like super fun, super interesting. All the things she can do, I feel like it's like a character with no limits. So I don't feel limited when I play Bayonetta. So I had a lot of fun playing her. What attracts me to Bayonetta? Well, I did play her games, so her games are amazing. I love it. And Bayonetta's just like this character where you just don't have limits. You feel like she's fast, she has combos. She just feels like a really comfortable character to just play. Yeah, she feels really similar to Melee in that way. Like all characters that have a lot of combos, and then Bayonetta is also a character that's very heavily reliable on combos, so I really like it. So it started out a bit slow. I had still some personal stuff to take care of, like moving in, getting comfortable. Once I felt really comfortable, I'm like, I really want to play Smash here. I want to know the people. I want to compete. I want to get better. And I went to my first tournament, and it went pretty well. I only lost to like Ouija and Tony at the time, were really good players, PR at the time. And then my second tournament was where like, okay, this is a tournament where I want to prove myself. It was a KSL. And I was able to beat Tony, where he beat me in the last tournament I went to, and I beat this guy, Archibald at the time. And it was pretty fun. I really liked it. Well, honestly, my initial impressions weren't the best. A lot of people didn't really like some random player using Bayonetta. Just came here and started beating some people. There was a lot of like controversial versus me in the chats, and even commentator was really biased towards me. But as time went by, I started noticing a lot of people were starting to like grow on me and be really nice and stuff. Like it's not just a Bayonetta player; it's also like I'm also a person. I'm really nice to people, and I really like the community. How it is now, like commentators are so nice now. Like I remember at the start, it wasn't like. It's definitely not as close as it is now. It makes me feel pretty good. I would always set little goals on me. Like I want to beat this guy. Like this guy is the person I want to beat. And I just put that goal. Once I beat him, I go to another guy. I really want to beat that person. I put that goal on me. I always put like a little goal. Like little by little, I just keep improving. And every time I go to a tournament, I always feel like, even though I don't do as well as I did last week, I still feel the improvement. I always feel like I'm doing better. And even if I do bad that day, I feel like, okay, I know what I did wrong and I can change it. I mean, a big part of that is that I like watching my sets that I lose. A lot of people don't really like watching like sets that they lose, of course, for the obvious reason. It's not really nice watching yourself lose. So, but I really like watching myself lose, and like I see what I'm doing. I'm like, oh my god, I'm hitting too many buttons, or I roll too much, or I should stop doing this in this situation. So you know what you're doing wrong. You just have to fix it. So I was actually really confident going versus Daff. I used to be a Ramen main, and the Ramen main 2 watches Daff. And I would always study Daff. Like I would see videos of Daff. I would like analyze. I would be like, oh, he's doing this. This is really good. I should start doing that with Robin. And when I saw that I had to play Daff in Pulse, I was really happy. I was like, this is my chance. I can improve myself. I know Robin. I know the matchup. I know the gimmicks. I know weaknesses of Robin that not many people do know. Robin's a pretty gimmicky character. And I was just really confident. I felt like I could have beaten him, and I did. I did it twice, and hopefully I get to play him again. He's a really good player. I love playing Robins. I love playing Daft. Daft was amazing. And I'm going to try and keep it up with other players, other PGR players if I ever play more. So recently, I'm going to go to a major called SmashCon. So I'm really hoping I do really well there and show that I have what it takes to play with top players and to be good. You know, and represent Houston and Puerto Rico. I represent both of them. So I love Houston and I love Puerto Rico both equally. I would say it is true to an extent, but the character is a top tier. And a lot of characters here are top tier. CCS, Sheik, Bayo. Playing a top tier really does benefit you. A lot of the characters, a lot of the top tiers do carry other people to an extent. But you can't just pick up Bayo and start winning. You can't just pick up Sheik and start winning. You can't just pick up Rosa and start winning. You have to put time into the character. You have to learn the character. You have to know matchups and study what you're doing wrong, study what other players are doing wrong versus your Bayo. Study Salem, Captain Sack, notable players to your main. So I do believe characters do carry, but it depends. Top tiers. Top tier is always, any top tier will carry. I mean, did it really took that long? Like, before me, what other Bayo was doing good? Grim. Grim was the only thing. But Grim was a Bayo main since for a long time. And then I came out of nowhere and I started doing good. There's a lot of other Bayos here. I've seen them, but none of them have been getting the same results. And they can, if they put the time into it. Well, at first, I really didn't think I was going to make PR this season. Like, I started out a bit rocky this season. So I was like, I might not make PR. But then I started doing really good. Then Battlegrounds happened, and a lot more tournaments happened. And I could feel I was getting more consistent. I was starting to beat people that used to beat me all the time. And I was like, I can actually get to the PR now. And I felt really happy when I got that number 5 spot. I was like, yes, this is what I wanted. I wanted to be top 5. That was my goal, top 5 Houston. Now I have another goal, which is in the Texas PR. And I want to get there, and I want to prove to people that I have what it takes, that I can be a killer out of nowhere, just defend Houston, defend Texas if I have to. Well, shout-outs, a lot of people I really like. So, shout-outs to Danny, Dirty Dan, amazing person. She's always taking me to everything. I really appreciate her. I love her a lot. She's an amazing friend, and I love her. Shout-outs to Dan, DDPC, for always hosting, being always down to play, loving playing Bayonetta. Not many people love playing Bayonetta, so Dan is always down to play, and I love playing with Dan. Such an amazing person. One of the first people I started interacting in the scene. And DDPC in general has always been really supportive. They always keep an eye on my scores in tournaments. They're always cheering for me in tournaments. And shout out to my regular friends, the ones that always cheer for me in the tournaments. When I started out rocky, a lot of people didn't really cheer for me except Dan. So they really made it really easier. And shout out to everyone, really. Houston, Puerto Rico, Tony, my best friend, for always playing online. I don't play online anymore. He's a bit sad about that, but he would always play online with me. So it's really good. That's a secret. I can't really say that. No problem.